Our Anwar Knight joins us with a look at current conditions and the colors of the season. Anwar?
So true, so true. You know, those who are celebrating the Yuletide season, many will do with, splashes of living color. And, for centuries, plants have been a big part of Christmas. We're talking way back, whether it be mistletoe or ivy or holly. They were used traditionally to bring in the winter solstice or to ward off evil spirits. But now, science and nature have worked together as we broadcast live here at Vandermeer Nursery in Ajax, a family-run organization here for 5 decades, in fact. And they grow 98% of their plants on site, including some of the poinsettias. But, the different types of colors and the combinations are almost endless. Here you have what's called now the poinsettias. They also have the ice punch, the sparkling punch, and the glazed. Every year 20 to 30 different types of red poinsettias are out there. The quest is on to find the perfect red. They say they're not there yet, much like the glaze. It's not really true white. They're trying to perfect that. It's much lighter than it was, from earlier years where it was more yellow. Still a hint of yellow, but they're working on trying to get the perfect white poinsettia. So coming up throughout the hour, we'll talk about the colors and how you can make sure and maintain those colors right through the holiday season. We'll look at some of the newest trends. We'll also talk about feeding some different colors in your backyard, how to attract those flying friends to your backyard over the winter. It's all coming up as we broadcast live. Let's take a look, though, at our winter start. We are celebrating the colors of the season as we broadcast live at Vandermeer Nursery in Ajax. Nothing more pretty than seeing everything covered in a blanket of white snow and seeing the birds in action. Here's a tip if you want to attract some songbirds. This is Sandra Hart. What do we need to know?
You want to put out some of the smaller seed, the Niger seed for them, as well as some of the suet, which you can put right into one of the suet cages and hang it. The birds need higher calories to survive in the winter.
And they will actually look out for the suet especially, right?
Absolutely.
Some other quick seeds and other things?
Well, the safflower and behind you, the sunflower, are higher fat seeds which will attract some of the bigger birds as well as the cardinals. And they need that extra calories. The peanuts are also well sought after.
And a real total Christmas gift for the birds is buying one of these. It's already made for you. It's a little wreath of birdseed. It's like the Mandarin buffet for birds. And that's a neat treat for the whole family. Coming up next, some of the latest trends and our full forecast as we broadcast live. Stay with us.
There's nothing like the smell of a fresh Christmas tree and greenery around the holidays, and Anwar is at a mecca for that sort of thing, Vandermeer Nursery.
Do you know what I noticed, Anwar?
Yep.
Well, here we are in a studio that is filled with poinsettias.
Don't start this debate.
There you are in a nursery that's filled with poinsettias.
Ken?
They're poinsettias where Anwar is.
I think
you're
Anwar's
in your
right.
own world when it comes to poinsettia. You're in your own world. all the experts are saying it's poinsettias, right, John?
Yes.
Yes.
We have this debate every year, and
so
it's
you
getting
take
old.
care of your poinsettia, and we'll take care of our poinsettias.
But you know
I'll
what,
tell
Anwar?
you, yes.
You know.
Yes, you're right, and you are wrong. Again, inside joke. Sorry, John, forgive me. We're having too much fun. During the winter blahs, though, there's nothing better to pick up your spirits than visiting your local nursery. I'll tell you the colors, the smells, the warmth. But, of course, we're talking about holiday plants. John Vandermeer is with me here. His family's been doing this in Ajax for 5 decades. Let's talk a little bit about some of the newer trends. Poinsettias are a long by standard, but there are other things that people are starting to embrace.
Lady slipper orchids, Insidium orchids, and this is old grandmother flower, basically cyclamen.
But it's changed. It's been updated.
Changed. Yeah, now it has a ruffly edge and a tinge of color to it.
It's beautiful.
Right.
And, almost all of these really are tropical plants. So let's talk about care. If we're going for a drive and we're driving to grandma's, it's 2 or 3 hours. If we don't play it right, we could actually kill the plant.
Yes. When going to put it in your car, make sure your car's heated up before you start.
Okay.
Put it in a bag so that the wind doesn't blast on it at really cold temperatures. And if you have to stop along the way, don't leave it too long. We've had people in the past wait hours on end and come back and everything's frozen, especially at really cold temperatures.
They are delicate, but if you have the right environment, they will easily last through Christmas and likely the end of January. The key is watering. What are some tips there?
Basically, keep them slightly moist, but don't oversaturate them. Let them dry out between waterings a little bit. But then you could go probably 3 days, 4 days between.
And you were saying also it depends on the planter, because this one has no holes, so that would retain moisture, right?
That would retain moisture, so it would stay wet longer.
And, you know, one tip we were talking off air, which is really something I never thought about now with 2 children. You know, you look at some of the planters that you may bring to your family, and something like this would be something of a concern.
Yeah, it might be a little enticing for your kids to eat, so put it up a little bit higher so they can't get at them.
Or, you know, you choose one maybe that doesn't have the little berries. But this is just a wide assortment that you can get. And what would you say is your biggest seller?
Would be the poinsettia at Christmas time. We have about 35,000 of them that we go through for Christmas.
Holy smokes, 35,000.
All right, let's go see our Anwar Knight, who's spent the hour at Vandermeer Nursery. Anwar.
What a great way to spend an hour in the afternoon here. I mean, the colors, the smell, such a pleasure. And this coming weekend will likely be the peak, they're saying, in terms of the mad rush for the holiday season. As mentioned earlier, 35,000 poinsettias will be purchased, thousands of trees. And so get early. Get down here early, 588 Lake Ridge Road here in Ajax. There is, of course, your local nursery all across the GTA. But there's just something special about a living plant or flower. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast, show you the trend. Remaining very cold for today, and then we'll start to see the temperatures moderate, in fact, as we get into the overnight period to around 1 degree. So that's above freezing. So it'll be a wet flurry component, possibly mixing in. We could see some ice pellets and maybe a wet snow shower. 2 degrees for tomorrow, flurries late day, 0 on Thursday, 3 degrees on Friday, and then as we push into the first weekend of December, 4 degrees. That is bang on seasonal, with a risk of some showers early morning on Saturday and then sunshine on Sunday, 4 degrees. That would be a great day to get your tree wherever you happen to be, just really comfortable. And then Monday, a 30% chance of showers and 3 degrees. We're broadcasting live at Vandermeer Nursery in Ajax. We want to thank them for being terrific hosts, and we wish everybody a happy holiday season. Man, is this not something? And poinsettias, Ken, say it with me. Come on over to the other side.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Our team is getting bigger. Thanks, Anwar.